Hello, welcome back to Big G's Railroad Channel, and today's video I'm bringing you is what I got at the N-Scale Enthusiast National Convention held here in Nashville, Tennessee. Also, I've got some videos from that show, some of the trains running, and also a special guest that I met along the way. So without further ado, let's go into what I got at the show, and then I'll finish out with some of the videos that I took from the show. I didn't get the vendor tables. Got one of the layouts, and that was the layout that I was actually running with the Nashville N-Track group out of Nashville. But I will bring all that to you here in this video. Thanks for tuning in, and see you in a few minutes. Alright. Purchase number one was the Canadian Pacific here. I've got this one. Also bought the decoder, went ahead and put that in. And then I've also got the second one. Like I said, I try to buy them in pairs. So I've got the second one sitting here. This one here, I'm going to have to wait for a part to come in. The front wheel truck, one of the clips on one side is broken. Luckily, we were at the dealer for Cato right across the aisle. So we went over to the table. They've got the new one hopefully in stock. As soon as they get back, they're going to be shipping that out. So hopefully in about a week, I'll have the front wheel with both clips to be able to put that in. But outside of that, I got the decoder already installed in it. Just waiting on that part to come in, and then we'll be able to run those. Go on down the train here. Went ahead and picked up one of these. I've been seeing them on the layout, or not on the layout, but on the railroad. Planning on doing some heavy weathering on it. Didn't have one in the collection, so I thought I'd go ahead and add one. Found another guy that was doing a bunch of micro trains. He had a pretty good deal, 40% off of the sticker price. So wound up, I got several cars from him, starting with this one. Then I've got this nicely weathered one right here. And then I really fell in love with this flatbed car. Went ahead and got that one. I like the weathering done up on it. He had a set of CSX cars. I say a set, they were actually individuals, but he had 4 of them total. Went ahead and got all 4 of them since I'm heavily CSX'd out on the layout. Went ahead and picked all those up that he had, and they were marked very cheaply, so very excited to have been able to get those. And then I got some micro trains, breast cancer awareness, got the well car, and the rail box car. I got both of those. Was happy that I was able to actually run those around the layout. And then I've been trying to build my tank train. So I picked up also from that same dealer with the 40% off. I was able to pick up 6 tank cars from him. 2 of them were the NASA set. One of them is that one, and then the other one's on further down the train here. Got the Burlington Northern. Got the Casco. And here's the other NASA one. Then I picked up one from him that he had weathered. Like the way the weathering was on that one, I went ahead and picked it up. And actually, I purchased all the long tanks that he had on the table. And then I went back yesterday just to check and make sure he didn't have any more that he come across. And he did not. Give me just a second, I'll reset the camera and we'll look at the other 3 engines that I purchased. Alright. I've been looking for a long time to get my hands on one of the Santa Fe's painted up just like this in the war bonnet. Went ahead and I found one of those yesterday and spoke with the gentleman. He got it from an estate sale, had the decoder in it. It does have a little bit of a whine to it. Just need to do a little bit of greasing, hopefully, or oiling. And then hopefully that one will diminish in the noise. It runs great outside of the noise. So hopefully I can get that one fixed. But got to test that down at the show and was very happy with it. And with it having that whine, I was able to talk him down in price some. So I was very happy on the price that I got for that one. And then just a second, and I'll have the other two engines up and running. Or actually, I'll have the other two engines to show. Alright, and the last two purchases that I made, got this one from Spring Creek Model Trains. They were set up at the show. Was happy to meet them and get this one. So I went ahead and got the decoder for it. And then I'd actually purchased this one before the show. Not at the show, but got this at the Tennessee Central Railway Museum here in Nashville. It's located down on Willow Street, so if you're ever in town on a Saturday, you can go check them out and see what they've got off in the hobby store. This one didn't have the decoder in it, so I went ahead and I've got one on order from them. But I went ahead and actually purchased one yesterday to go ahead and have them ready to go. So I've got both of those raring to go and crawl around the layout. So without further ado, let's check out a couple more videos from the show. Alright, there's an overall view of the stuff that I did bring back with me. Minus the Kato set sitting there on the stool under the layout. But you can see the two Burlington Northerns back there, the two Canadian Pacifics, the Santa Fe down below, and then the 16 cars that I picked up in behind the Canadian Pacific. But one of the things that I did after I got home from the show last night is I went ahead and the freight and stuff that I did take with me, I went ahead and put it in my little rolling cabinet that I was showing you guys that I got for Christmas this past year and had highly recommended them. Before the show, cars were kind of just wherever I had them. So I went ahead and I took the opportunity to organize them into the cart. So without further ado, I'll show you my rolling stock real quick that I did manage to put up last night. So there is the coal hoppers, which those will be coming out before too long to go back out onto the layout, or at least some of them will. And I went ahead and did a count. I've got 57 of the coal hoppers there. Not in just that drawer, but in two different drawers. And I do have enough room, and I'll probably wind up doing it at some point, especially as I get more cars and more freight. We'll be laying a piece of foam across this, and then being able to do another stack. So I could probably combine this drawer and this one. It's got the coal cars in it. But I'll save that for a later date when I get a few more cars. Which I don't have everything in here at the moment. And the drawers are full at the moment. So that's a good problem to have. Got my auto racks in this one. And I don't have all of those in there either. I think there's 17 there if I'm not mistaken. And then I have some of my box cars that are of the same road names. Don't have many in that one. But I got some from the show that I need to add there. Plus I've got a few put away in other spots too. And then on this one, I could have moved them and I didn't. I've got my Tropicana set there that I was planning on running at the show, but I did not. And then I've got the rest that are just kind of mixed hodgepodge cars. So I've got those. And in here I've got some mixed freight. I've got flatbeds, I've got center beams, I've got some well cars, some flat cars, some gondolas, some unique loads. Then I've got my covered hoppers and grain trains. Got those in there. If I can get it to close back. They don't always want to slide back the right way. And then I've got my tanker train in here. Along with, I did put the propane tank in there. And then 2 of my coil cars in there. But on the tank train, I am up to, I believe, 23 of them, if I'm not mistaken. And I actually think I've got a couple extras too. So at some point I might have to dig into the closet and try to dig those out. So, but there's a majority of the freight that I do own. I've got others that I need to repair. And then just going through and digging everything out and getting it all organized and squared away. But very happy overall with purchases that I did make. And I love the color of that train too. So it's going to be neat taking and weathering some of the unweathered stuff and then blending it all into the layout and seeing it run across the layout. All right. See you soon.
Hello, and welcome back to Big G's Railroad Channel. This is Big G, your host, and today we're at the National Railroad Convention in Scale up here in Nashville, and I just so happened to run into my first celebrity of YouTube, and thought I would bring him in and share him on the channel, and then that way you guys can get his channel as well, and I guarantee you know his channel better than mine. So without further ado, welcome him in.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Nice to have you. And what you down here doing?
I live a couple hours away, so I'm checking out all the in-scale stuff here at the convention and seeing what's out there, because I'll have like a little bit of an in-scale line on my layout eventually.
Nice.
Yep.
Well, I definitely appreciate running into you and you taking the time out of your day to do a quick video with my channel. So definitely go out and check his channel out and your channel again.
Yep, JLWII 2000.
Like I said, you guys already know his channel, so I'm just a little guy, he's the big fella. So go check it out if you hadn't already, and appreciate you stopping by to check the video out. I'll touch base with you a little bit later. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks.
Switch.
Really, but
No?
you need to plug in the. You need to plug it. To plug in the electrical system over to here.
What do you mean? What are deals on here? I already put in my things. If that's what you mean. Oh, wait a minute. I got it unblocked.
Shouldn't need to plug in.
Who's steam locomotive? Do we know?
I have no idea.
Mine. Oh. Mind if I get by you before we... Yeah, I was setting up on that line back there. There we go. Let me get in real quick and then you can do whatever you want to do. All right, so what do I got to do to throw it? It's been a while.
Switch 111. like this.
And you suddenly realize you weren't going to make it.
And that's one of the reasons I wear this hat. You know what? That's one of the reasons I got this hat. You know what official person is on? Curling is when you put a word in and really goes to the down. This is what curling is. And curling is just somebody
Alright, before we see the rest of the videos, I want to show you these two tables I've got right here. They're 6.5 foot long on each one. I'm planning on taking 6 inches off each one, turning them into in-track modules, and I will be doing a mini series on doing additional framing on these. I'm going to take the 1x3s off, go to 1x4s, and then saw those 6 inches off. The mini series is going to be taking these from the wood all the way up to the finished product, and hopefully have those ready for a show before too long. Forgot the time length, but somewhere around 1 month I think is what I've got. So I've got some ideas in mind of how those are going to come together, what those are going to look like. And it's actually going to be a yard section for our club out of Nashville. So you will be able to follow the mini series over here on my channel as I do that. And those videos I will be making but not publishing for a little bit. But once I have the tables completed and the club gets to see those, then I will be rolling those videos out on the channel. And hopefully you will get to follow my progress all the way from start to finish on these. I'm looking forward to sharing those with you, and glad you stopped by to watch the videos today. Hope you enjoyed all of them. I enjoyed being at the show and running for the last several days, and all the hobby store finds that all the show finds that I got. And then without further ado, I also have one more announcement. I want to say Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, and I want to say a special thank you to my wife and daughter for allowing me, one, to go to the train show this whole weekend, and then number two, also for the presents that they got me. I got one little thing I'll show you in the train room in just a few minutes that my daughter got, and then also my wife got me up this morning and was showing me that she'd given me a $50 gift certificate to modeltrainstuff.com. Well, luckily I got one for my birthday, and then I'd also gotten another gift certificate also from her to there for Christmas. So I used all those this morning, and I've got me 2 things from Cato coming in and 1 thing from Woodland Scenics. So when I get those in, I will do another quick video for my Father Day presents that I got from modeltrainstuff.com. So give me just a second and I'll show you that one present from my daughter, and then we'll wrap the video.
That depends on this young gentleman right here.
RJ Coleman. Call that the great. Oh. And then they. Yeah.
Peaches sell one booth back over towards the where the open room is by the doors, but they don't bring lunch.
Feeding box cup.
But I got
That's realistic.
Trolley? Double decker trolley?
And you have to come around here to look at the drive-in because you have to see the back of the drive-in. Drive-in, Dawson, look. It's a ride. There's people in the seats. Yeah, want to see that? No, I need to pick you up.
And look, see the dragon.
Oh, I see.
there's a screen. Look, there's a camera.
Let me get that sample shirt. You don't want to heat it up? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know. Catch up to you.
All right. She wants me to display this in the train room, and that I do plan on doing. But this is what she got me. So you can definitely tell that she thinks I'm the cool dad. And I try very hard to make her happy and to be the best dad I can possibly be. So, like I said, happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for subscribing to the channel and liking the video. I greatly appreciate that. It helps with the algorithms. So without further ado, you guys have a great rest of your Father's Day. And I will see you in the next video. Stay safe out there, and thanks for watching.